I just want to make a comment, Bill, that one of my regrets is that that memorial that we had for Burke at Clifton Hill, I had to leave at lunchtime, so I missed the discussion. But the other significant thing about that was that Hilton Deacon was one of the people at that memorial, but he didn't pull rank. Ernie Smith was the chief celebrant, and the amazing thing about that was the chalice he had was the chalice that
Neville Mackay.
He was a mechanic before he became a full-time YCW worker, and the guys at his workplace bought the best quality spanners that they could, had them melted down and made into a chalice. And that was a chalice that Smith Ernie's used at that mass. I don't know where it is now, but it certainly would be a wonderful thing for the workers that you work with to give you something like that.
I think Mick O'Brien has put a finger on something that's actually emblematic of an era. That moment when Neville was ordained, I don't know, what year was it, 70-something?
68.
Yeah, whatever. That moment that he could be so much part of that group of fellow workers that they would, Catholic and non-Catholic, melt down the metal and make a chalice. That's a bit of a moment in the history of the YCW in Victoria, you know, and Ernie had the sense to bring it to the fore at Burke's Requiem. That was very interesting. About bishops, you know, Hilton being there, Randy DeRue does the funeral, but you know, Len Faulkner used to go and stay with him. I mean, it's very interesting how the simplistic remark about who is in and who is out is absolutely false. What we're talking about here today is a movement, and you can be either formally in the structure or not, and be part of that movement from Cardine, and that's what that illustrates, I think.
Yeah. My name is Fred from Sunshine. I had the great pleasure of having Burke out for a whole day in the western suburbs where it was full time.
Louder.
I think he was the master of reflection of what is happening in the times. We were at a young workers meeting and we were talking, the young workers were talking about, gee, if I go and speak to those Yugoslavians, well, I don't think I should, but it might be hurtful. And I will never forget Burke saying that at that time there was a big fight on between Lionel Rose and Fighting Arada. He says, once you step in that ring, you've got to be prepared to be hurt. And yes, I thought that was a master, I thought he was terrific. And also a master of freedom. You know, things, you know, when he got married, I was gutted. What is it?
Yeah.
What's this happening? But it's his expression of freedom, and it's good stuff.
I think Fred speaks very well, and he speaks for many people. When that master of reflection of talking, I had, we met up in the Western Suburbs, although you and Tom Bonus and I probably might talk about Frankston later on. Listen, I've completed my first year as curate at St Albans, Sacred Heart, and Burke happened to be, I was having lunch or something with him. I said, Brian, how do you assess a year? I've just done a year of something completely new and different in my life. How do you assess it? Burke just said to me, well, you ask yourself, what have you learnt? But he was brilliant, wasn't he? Yeah.
He's a phenomenal.
Thanks. Up the back. Sorry, someone at the back. Sorry, then you'll be next.
I'm Marlene Corral. As a 16-year-old kid, I started working for YCS in Cathedral Hall. And I'd never met Burke before, but I never had an experience so profound to me of how he listened to us. Like his whole body said he was listening. And I watched him do exactly the same thing with a myriad of people for the next 10 years who wandered through there. And also, I suppose, the other thing, every winter, the pain of his back was excruciating to him. And I learned a lot about compassion from him and also what suffering does in people's lives. So 3 cheers for Brian.
Thanks for that. No, that's spot on, Marlene.
Brian Auburn.
Thanks, Brian.
I knew Brian Burke basically as a member of the advisors, executive of YCW. We used to meet with the girls executives at Havana, usually on Sunday, and I got to know Brian quite well. He was a dynamic personality in my view. He had a very strong personality in terms of one-on-one relationships, and built up a very strong girls executive. All of them he supported very well. Well, I didn't get a chance to talk about but earlier. Do you want a couple of points on Parliament? I think one of the key factors of success of Parliament was the ability to network, what we call these days network. He built up an executive committee with people like First Mitchell, who was the president of football, YCW football, studying for the AFL football team in those days. First Mitchell, another leading Catholic people. And the executive committee, the executive committee was very important in providing finance to the work of YCW. He had a great association with Archbishop Simmons, and to the extent that Archbishop Simmons appointed Father John McLaren, who had been Archbishop Simmons' secretary, as an assistant chaplain. Unfortunately, John, who was a tremendous person, had bad health. Although he did get to become very depressed, I think, before he died at a very early age. The other person that I think is very important and contribution to the office of Noone in those days should be properly recognised sometime was Charlie Mayne. Chaplain was an incredible supporter of the Lommy. We were invited to go down each year to talk to the seminaries. I think a lot of the support, the reason why we had such great chaplains in those days was with him, Chaplain Mayne.
Brian, could I just comment on the Charlie Mayne bit?
I'll let it go with that.
No, thanks, but Father McLaren obviously was a mate of Burke's, and I think Maine's right. I think you're quite right. The story of the YCW, one reason why Victoria has been the strength of the YCW in Australia was that everyone through the seminary Charlie was a great believer in the Cardine thing, and we used to have Catholic Action study groups, you know. And if you're a young seminarian like me, and you happen to be in the same class as Frank Hornby, Peter Robinson, Kevin Drill, Kevin Powell, these guys just come in from YCW. They brainwashed us, you know.
Better than the Jesuits.
But that was trying to be funny. But I mean, Charlie Mayne just really understood the Cardine thing. He had been involved in getting the literature out from Belgium and Europe and so on. As early as 1940, I think, we've got to look more closely at what Charlie did over the years. He was not open. The whole thing about the opposition to the Santa Maria movement is interesting. Those sort of people didn't openly dissent. You know, it's not until about 55 or 54 that you publicly get people letting the world know that the Catholic Church is not united on this issue. But what they do, you know, Charlie Mayne, John F. Kelly, Con Rees, these other priests, and other lay people, Arthur Corbett, they're sort of having to work behind it. I mean, Charlie was a very important figure.
Thanks. Do please join me in thanking Val Noone.